Sorry for the blip in the action. We are now live. Welcome back to Uber John's Rodeo. So for anybody that's watching, glad to have you here. Start of the day. Looks like it was a little bit sketchy there for a minute. We're at about a 20-second delay. I wish that I could not have that delay so you wouldn't be waiting these 20 seconds to see what's going on. But unfortunately, that's the nature of live streaming while you're mobile. So let's see if that comes up. Let's get back to where we're supposed to be. Wow, I got a lot of apps that are open. Let's get back to Uber. Make sure we're online. We are. Let's get over to Lyft. Make sure we're online. Now let's make like an alligator and drag our ass out of here. All right. So let's head back down over into the area that I like, which is where I live. And say, we had a little bit of a delay. I was supposed to get back on live stream at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it took about an extra hour. I realized that I had an issue with one of my phones that was not put back together properly when they did some work on it. So I had to go back and get them to put the screws back in and make sure that the phone doesn't fall apart while I'm carrying it around. So I have to get a new phone because this is an iPhone 6 Plus, and one of the issues that I've had, I love iPhones, I love what they're able to do. This particular one had a meltdown the other day, and what the meltdown was is I had been using it, it was working fine, and the cord to charge it was plugged in, everything was correct, and I went to check it, and it was having issues. Well, here we go, sorry about that. Alright, it was having issues with charging. It wasn't charging, it was going all the way down, even though I had it plugged in. So I checked it with other chargers, it wasn't working, but the charger that I had, I apparently had gotten fried. It was an actual Apple charger, and it was as hot as the surface of the sun. I think I talked about that in another edition, but here's what happened. So with Apple, they'll replace the battery. I thought that it was a battery issue, so they went and they replaced it. That wasn't the issue. They thought it might be the port where the charger may have messed things up a little bit, and it wasn't the port, so it has to be the motherboard, because the fuse for the charger is on the motherboard, so they can't replace the fuse. They have to replace the motherboard. Well, the motherboard being the guts of the phone, without the motherboard, it isn't an iPhone. So the motherboard is the thing that costs the most. So instead of setting it up so they'll replace the motherboard on an iPhone, what they say is, nah, we don't do that. We don't replace motherboards. Just trade it in, we'll get you a new one, so that they can replace the motherboard and start selling refurbished phones for $350. So the motherboard, apparently you can buy online somewhere $80 to $150, but it avoids all the warranties. It's going to be refurbished. They've set it up so that they have a product that is supposed to be great. It lasts maybe a year before it starts to have issues. And then they say, throw it away, we'll give you another one, give us another $350. They're starting to sound a lot like Uber. Apple wants you to pay instead of getting something fixed, instead of having a warranty on something. And they have a good warranty that lasts for a year. But after that year, you can get an extra year of Apple Care, but I don't think you can go beyond that because they know their stuff is going to break. They know it's going to be a problem. Here's the interesting thing, though, is that they have this fuse in there to protect the motherboard. And so when you have a problem with the charger and the charger is either giving too much juice or it's, the resistors aren't working properly, they have a little fuse in there that blows on the motherboard to protect the motherboard. Why? Why are you protecting the motherboard if I have to replace the motherboard? I know they want to save data, but if you're, anybody that's got a phone and has half a brain knows that you back up, you have it set on automatic backup every day, so your phone backs up to the cloud, so you never have to worry about it. Your phone breaks down, the motherboard breaks down, you get your new phone, download the thing from the cloud, and boom, you're back in business. So what is the point? They put in a fuse to set it up as not to burn out the motherboard. Okay. That's not working out for me because I have to replace the phone anyway. Why did you protect the motherboard? Why? Why not put a fuse in, and if it burns out, it burns it out? Or put a much bigger capacitor to allow a whole lot more juice to flow through. I don't understand. They set something up. There was no damage to the motherboard. There was no damage to anything. There was damage to the fuse. Can't get the fuse fixed. Can't get the motherboard fixed. Can't get the port fixed. Can't fix it by fixing the battery. So basically what has happened is they installed a fuse where nothing else goes wrong. The fuse goes bad and I have to replace the phone. How stupid is that? I would say that's well, on a business standpoint, when you get to screw your customers over and collect money for stuff and get free stuff, I mean, it's brilliant, but it's unethical and it's immoral. There's a lot of that going on now. You hear me ranting about Uber and ranting about a lot of different things, but I think the key thing to remember is that when you set something up to fail where the person is tied into it and has to have it, and you set it up so that if a little tiny thing breaks, they have to just pay, the full ride. That just doesn't make sense. I guess it makes perfect sense when you're in business to steal money. A lot of these guys are just worse than bank robbers. At least bank robbers, they go in and they tell you what they're doing. They're taking your money. With Apple, you go in there and they act like they're helping you out, they're giving you something, and then they're stealing through the back door and making you think that they're doing everything good for you. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh. So we are now double riding Lyft, Uber. I haven't gotten a ride since yesterday. I just turned it on 10 minutes ago. And yesterday I had to drive from Woodlawn, Maryland, which is on the west side of Baltimore, at the Kernan Center, University of Maryland Orthopedic Rehab, and drove all the way down almost to Annapolis. Did not get one hit in the middle of the afternoon. Maybe they've been watching my videos. Did you guys forward these videos to Uber and say, hey, look what somebody's doing, they're telling the truth about you? That's not the way they're going to see it. Being mature is being able to hear the truth and not make excuses. I know I'm not the best driver in the world. What's my word against other drivers? I mean, they think I am after watching me drive for 5 minutes. Yep, it's still hard to keep a straight face when I say stuff like that, but it's fun. I can't help it. That's gonna be my tagline. I can't help it. So we're gonna go park up here at the Pest Now, Bug Be Gone. Woohoo! That turn, dude. What are you waiting for? A special invitation? I'm not sure what most people are doing when they're driving. I'm pretty sure that it's not paying attention to what's happening. I need to have all of these people take my class in peripheral driving so that you can hear and see things that you don't normally hear and see while you're driving, so that you don't actually have to pay attention to what you're doing. Peripheral driving, you just do what you want, but you have to maintain that peripheral vision that lets you know when you're about to crash so that you don't. See, isn't that fun? I don't know if you've watched some of the last videos that I've done. It's been the last couple of streams. I've had a couple of situations where it looks like I'm cooking dinner or something, and cars are just, I'm just driving along. Pretty amazing. It's like my brain has autopilot. I bet that guy behind us, I bet he tries to make that left turn. I bet he does. Is he going to make it? Nope. All right. He's not trying to break the law. A lot of people pull in there. That's why I carry the horn. I don't know if you've seen my other video. I'm the bull. This is the horn. When people try to make illegal left-hand turns, there's an illegal left coming the way I just came. There's an illegal left going across the highway that's right up here, which is Route 2. And a lot of times people think, oh, there's no traffic coming, I'll just make the illegal left-hand turn. And that's okay when there's no traffic coming, but sometimes they do it enough where they think, oh, well, I can do that all the time. And then they do it, and then they start to block traffic, making an illegal left-hand turn where I'm the guy that's suffering. So what I try to do is, let's see if we're going to get any good, if we'll be able to see the screen very good so I can pay attention to what's going on here. Probably not. I probably ought to get some gas, but I'm not going to get it right now. Alright, let's see if we can. Nope. That's not going to help. And I do not have the battery. Should be working all right. That's that one. Maybe it's in here. Alright, it looks like things are bumping through. I gotta. Let's pull the battery up. As you guys can see, sometimes this is not the easiest of things to keep figured out, but hopefully you guys are still online. I don't think my battery is plugged in, so let's see what happens now. Is it hot? Huh. You know, it's interesting because I'm looking at this right here and it's not showing my battery anywhere, so apparently I don't have a battery. It just makes it automatically disappear, which is a little aggravating. Really? Okay. Here we go. Let's get this figured out. Really? Wow. Are you kidding me? Why? You know, this is the perfect opportunity for me to go on another rant, but I'm not going to do it. Because it makes me angry to think that somebody actually got paid money to design something that is so horribly designed that computers are supposed to make things easier. You're not. The whole point of having computers was to be able to do jobs that people can't do, or to be able to do jobs quickly that people can't do or can do, but takes a long time. But what has happened is that computers have become something that you have to take a whole long time to figure out how they work in order to be able to use it to do the same thing that you could have done. All right, that's enough said. Why don't I have a battery on here? It's amazing. Usually there's a little battery icon down at the bottom. It has disappeared forever, and we're trying to figure out why. And yep, everything I do moves everything I don't do. So I've got to get a whole new car. I want to get a Bentley to be able to do this, and that way I can just hire Paco to come in and fix everything for me, so that it's all nice and easy. You know, whoever said streaming was easy is an idiot. Oh my God, the frustration factor is crazy. That's speakers. That's internet access. 2 new notifications. How about let's do a notification that says, "Did you know that you don't know what your battery is?" Well, there's my battery saver. I just want to be able to see why my battery isn't charging. But I can't tell if it's charging or not because it won't show me the battery on here that I thought I had set up. Ubajon frustration factor. All right, let's try all settings. In the meantime, I still haven't gotten a ride. Is that crazy or what? Are there no rides available today? Battery's 85%. I had to go into all my settings. Battery saver status until next change is off. question. Well, that's great that it's on, but where is the let's see what that does. I know this is probably boring for you, and it's very frustrating for me because I want to talk about what's going on, but the only thing that comes to mind is curse words. Oh my God! I want to cuss at this thing, and I'm trying to have a little restraint of pen and tongue, but it's really not working that well. So I've got to just check my battery out. I may have turned it off. That may be the problem. And that was it. Yeah. Why isn't the light working? Oh, you have to flip the light switch. That's a double dumbass if I ever saw one. Oh! Yeah. All right. Well, we're back. And if you haven't lost your mind there, I have. So we've got, all right, let's make sure that there's been no notifications. There's been nothing to say that I've had any requests. I'm assuming that I'm still on the platform because they allow me, to log in. And at least for Uber, I'm on X and XL. And for Lyft, you don't get a choice because they don't have programmers that are that smart and can figure out how to give you a choice. Oh! Sorry, Lyft. Should be a choice. I should be able to determine if somebody gets a ride for a big car or a little car. If I just want to make the big car money, I should be allowed to. You shouldn't be the one that dictates, as a contractor, who I have to pick up and who I don't. So, that's all I got to say about that. I'm starting to sound like an angry old guy. Well, it's probably because most of the time I'm happy, but when I have to deal with stupidity, you know how I get. Uneducated you can fix. You can't fix stupid. This coffee's pretty good. Maxwell House. Let's see if we can get some music on in here. So here it is, 4:30 in the afternoon. I've had the app on for probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or half an hour, and we got nothing. I feel like this is now a live stream show of me talking to myself. What are you gonna do? The Maxwell House coffee. So I saw a video with